Welcome, everybody, to the Overtime Podcast. Again, I want to shout out my socials real quick. We're live on Twitch. That is Murdoch Gamer, twitch.tv/Murdoch Gamer. Be uploaded on Friday for YouTube. So if you guys actually want to watch this stuff, it'll be up on YouTube. That'll be Murdoch Gaming. Logo looks like this. And Spotify at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. And we're going to go ahead and start off with whatever Alex has to start off with.
I'm thinking here. I'm thinking if I want to do the two games you want to talk about, or you know what? Let's talk about the two games you want to talk about first.
All right, so we're going to talk about Saints and the Cowboys first, and I just had to bring that up because listen, the Saints is absolutely frying this year.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of podcasters and watch obviously a lot of ESPN. And the thing that I seen was somebody was saying how the Cowboys and the 49ers both have 1 and 2 defense. That's what they were saying. And sorry, I'm trying to find a stat line here that I seen earlier. So for the Cowboys to be having that good of a defense, I said it to somebody else earlier this week. I said for them to have such a top tier defense and get smoked 44-19, that's kind of what you expect from the Cowboys. Now, you guys already know I'm a hater for the Cowboys. It doesn't matter. I'm a hater. So it kind of seems like it's a ongoing thing where the Cowboys it's either they stuff everybody, like it's they're only scoring like 20 points. And then the next game, the team, it could be a nobody team, scores 50 on them. I don't understand it. They're so inconsistent with their defense. I can put them in the top 5, but I'm not going to put this team in a top 3 defense. I just can't do that because of how inconsistent they are. Now, granted, the Saints, they've been frying this year. This is where I found it here. So within the first 2 games of the Saints, they have a total of 813 yards.
Ooh.
And that would be 370 yards rushing, 443 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, and 91 total points. And that's just the first 2 games. Now they're comparing that from last year. Last year they had 744 yards, 203 rushing yards, 541 passing, 3 touchdowns, and 36 total points. So for them to come out on fire like this year,
yeah,
I have to almost put them in a contender. Like if they keep this up, that is one scary team. But again, I don't want to make assumptions. I can't make assumptions until it's like week 4 or 5. But for the Cowboys to get demolished like that,
yeah,
it's kind of raising some questions here. It's either the Saints are really good, and that's that, or the Cowboys' defense is again inconsistent. They got Trayvon Diggs back this year, so I don't understand.
But you're not
I just don't understand.
You're not understanding. It's the Cowboys' year, like it is every year.
It's always the Cowboys' year. But I just don't. They're going to be a contender. They want to be a contender this year, but they got to keep their defense. Now, you can say that about the 49ers. You guys know we're 49ers fans. So the fact that, I'm hating on the Cowboys is kind of a regular thing. But the problem with that is the 49ers defense still shows up. Like, they lost this week. Granted, the defense was still there. Brock Purdy still did what he was supposed to do. He got 319 yards this week. So he didn't have an O-line. He was running for his life. But the defense still stepped up. Yes, they gave up a couple big plays. It's going to happen. I mean, 97 yards, that was a bad play. It's just that was a blown play. That should have never happened. But again, they held them to 23 points. They're not getting blown out. I mean, it was still within reach. But I don't want to talk too much about that game because I want to talk about the Bengals and the Chiefs game.
It was a close game.
It was a beautiful game,
Yeah.
but again, I'm not a Kansas City guy either. My problem with that is there's some penalties that could have been, either way. Again,
Yeah.
I feel like, and I don't want to sound, again, I'm a 49er fan, so I don't want to sound like this is a regular thing, but I feel like the refs helped the Chiefs out again. I'm not talking about the pass interference call. That was a good call. That actually, I will agree with that call. That just can't happen. I mean,
Right.
for the Bengals to lose like that, that just can't happen. Burrow did what he was supposed to. He probably could have done it a little bit better.
But he showed
Um,
up.
for the Bengals starting out 0-2, I'm still putting them in the contender. I don't think.
Maybe they just need to get themselves warmed up a little.
Well, Burrow always starts out slow. That's
Yes, he
just what he
does.
does.
I remember last year it was, well, no, did he play last year?
Yeah, he got injured about halfway. But
Okay.
still, he starts out slow. That's just who he is. So I just feel like I'm still putting him in the contender. I still put Bengals there because, I mean, that was a Super Bowl team right there.
Yeah. Agreed.
That was literally the Super Bowl team right there. 26-25 they lose to. I feel like they might see him again. And it
Yeah.
could be a good possibility that the Bengals knock him out of the playoffs.
That'd be all right. Is that all you had to say about that game?
Yeah, there's a few more games I could talk about, but
We can come
I'm
back
all
to
right.
it. I mean, we can see what our timing is.
There's a lot of games this week that was like I didn't
Yeah.
do good on my picks. So let's just say that YouTube.
I was at least consistent.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so yesterday I told Chris we're going to play another little game. Not really a game, but I asked him to think of a list. Either the top 3 or 5, I figured I'd let him pick. Top 3 or 5 worst fan bases in the NFL. I know he's got strong opinions on some of these fan bases. I was making
I'm only gonna do 3 because it's hard to
That's
think about
fine.
5.
That's why I figured 3 or 5. So go ahead with your 3. I have an opinion on the other list. I don't really have an opinion.
Is this 3? What is it?
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, they have one of the worst fan bases.
So I'm gonna do 3 worst and best.
Well,
so the 3 worst.
Yeah.
3 worst. The third, I'm gonna go from least worst to worst.
Okay.
So
oh boy.
The third,
oh boy.
I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys. Believe it or not.
Okay. That you know what? That's fair.
They're the most. We them boys. No, you ain't, bro. You ain't. You haven't been them boys for a long time.
I will have to say though, most Cowboys fans that I've seen have a sense of humor about it. Though I will say,
yes, I will say you're correct about that. You're correct.
You gotta admire their dedication to one of the worst teams.
Yes, and they're funny about it. So I will say, but yes, I do agree. I do agree that they still are.
But I just have to. I could almost do 5 on the worst.
I figured the worst would be easier to get 5 than the best, but I figured I'd let you choose. So.
Well, let me just go ahead and I'll start with 3, and if I have to add 2 more, I will.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to go Cowboys number 3 for sure. Like there's no doubt about it in my head. Again, it's just one of them things. Like, we're them boys. It's our year, and then, like they get so like if they beat 49ers, if they beat one of their rival teams, then it's like, oh, we kicked your ass. Oh, you don't remember that 42-12? You don't remember that?
Yeah.
After last year when we fucking demolished them, I don't know. I just feel like it's just annoying. They're just annoying.
Fair. That's fair.
Number 2 is a pretty easy one to decide with. It's literally the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Jesus Christ. Listen, I understand. I'm going to go with the times right now. I'm going to go with the times. So the fact that they're winning so much, that just pisses me off. So their fan base is just cocky. Like, I don't like cockiness, bro.
That's fair.
So I have to go with the Chiefs just because they're so... There's just another annoying... First off, I'm gonna get hate for this.
Oh,
I'm not a big
boy.
fan of Taylor Swift, and I'm not a big fan of Brittany Mahomes. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say much more on that because I don't want to get in trouble. I never really liked Taylor Swift a lot. Just saying, before she was even in a relationship with Kels, I'm just straight up saying. I'm glad she's bringing attention to the NFL a little more. You know, welcome Swifties, I guess. But stop being fucking annoying. Like, holy fuck, I want to watch the football game. I don't want to watch a billionaire up. Like, why can't we, like, I know LeBron goes to games. I know all these other fucking superstars go to games. Why can't we see them? No, we gotta watch fucking Swift up there.
I will say, I mean, I'm a big Swiftie, and Chris knows that. I will say, I do somewhat agree because Simone Biles almost never gets shown. Where's Simone Biles at? I'd love to see more Simone Biles. If they're gonna do it with Taylor, I'd like to see Simone. Like,
yeah, at least Simone got a gold medal. Like, what? I think they shown her one time.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to keep going with that. The number one's Philadelphia. And this goes from NFL to every fucking where. Fuck Philadelphia fans.
So, I knew you were going to pick Philly. I knew that was a given because every year you talk about the Philly fan base. I want to know what your other two, if you were going to do top 5, with your other two were, because I didn't actually have the Chiefs and the Cowboys in my list I thought you would pick. So what would be your other two?
Number 4, I'm going to have to go with Baltimore Ravens.
See, that wasn't even on my goddamn list. What the hell, Chris?
First off, Baltimore is one of the worst fucking cities to live in, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. But, like, I feel like Baltimore Ravens fans are so toxic.
Since we're all Maryland natives, we can all agree on that.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you're going to be surprised. I'm not going to put Pittsburgh in this list.
Wow, see, I thought Pittsburgh would at least be in a top 5 list for you.
Well, I mean, a lot of hockey Pittsburgh Penguins fans are also Steelers fans, and the Pens fans are fantastic.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't put Pittsburgh in this category almost at all for the worst fan base because first off, last year we came to their fucking stadium and it was 30-7, and there was no toxicity.
There wasn't.
This is the second game I've been to at the Steelers stadium. First it was Heinz Field, then acupuncture, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
That's what I call it.
But we live here. I know whatever fucking theme song they want to sing. It can get annoying, but I understand that I live here. I live 2 hours from fucking Pittsburgh. So it's like,
I think it's a little different for us because we're so close. If we lived in like San Fran, we wouldn't see that.
Yeah, but Baltimore's 2 hours away, and it's still, they're just annoying, dude. They're toxic. I just feel like Lamar.
I don't know why up here
Lamar shouldn't have got MVP last year. I don't give a fuck who you are, and all the Baltimore fans are going to sit there and bash me for that. But it's like he should not have gotten MVP, and then they would argue that he should have just because they're a Baltimore fan. It's like, you're not a fan of football.
You're not looking at
if
the
you're
bigger
gonna argue
picture.
That.
You're not looking at the bigger picture.
And I'm not saying my man Brock Purdy should have had it. I'm Christian McCaffrey should have had it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Lord, that guy was going off the rails last year. But the fact that Brock Purdy was first in almost every category in the quarterback division, how did he not be above Lamar? It's a fan base thing, and I just don't agree with that.
MVP,
Baltimore is just one of them.
Team MVP would have been okay, of course. Team MVP, because that doesn't affect me at all. Of course, I guess MVP doesn't affect me at all anyways, but... Who would your
number 5?
Yeah, who would your number 5 pick be?
It almost had to be a tie.
Okay.
Between Seahawks and Patriots.
I knew you were going to pick the Seahawks. I knew it.
And again, this is Seahawks will be because I am a Niners fan. I'm just going to straight up say it. But they're just they got one of the loudest stadiums, which use that to all your advantage if you can.
Yeah.
It's home field for a reason. But I just, at least when you sit down with a Seattle Seahawks fan, they will admit that Russell Wilson was good.
Right.
But the reason they won that Super Bowl that year was because of the Legion of Boom. So at least they have a knowledge of football.
Yeah.
And the Patriots, well, again, if you're going with the times, they were just annoying because it was Tom Brady.
Why were there Marvel characters in football?
Wait, what is it?
It's a Legion of Doom. I'm pretty sure that's a Marvel.
It is.
Oh my god.
But
But yeah, they had the 12th. The Seahawks had a 12th man, is what they called it. It was their stadium. The 12th man was their.
The stadium. That's hilarious. See, I like seeing that kind of stuff though. That's kind of that's funny to me. It's humorous. Like.
But yeah, again, they're doable. Like they're you can talk to them about. You talk to a fucking Dallas Cowboy fan, and besides my uncle, I'll shout out my uncle. He's a Dallas fan. You shout him like you talk to one of them, and they just get I don't know. They're so far up Dak's ass, it's not even funny. It's like the Patriots. They were so far up Tom Brady, except for Tom Brady was actually good.
Right. Okay, so I want you to do your top 3. What you think are the best fan bases. I have my number 1 pick, but I want to know what yours is. So go ahead.
So third, I'm gonna have to go Niners.
Okay, I figured the Niners were going to be on this list, but I wasn't quite sure where. So
It need to be third or fourth,
okay,
honestly.
okay.
But I'm only picking them because there's so many of us.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
We can be toxic. Don't get me wrong. Well, like as me as a Niner fan, we talk so much shit. We talk shit up to the Cowboys game. I didn't say a word. We talk shit up to the Eagles game. I didn't say a word. I didn't talk shit before or after the game because I have friends that are Cowboys fans. I have friends that are Eagles fans. So we let the fucking football, the 11 guys on the field do the talking, and well,
yeah,
got smoked.
All right.
Now I did talk after, way after.
Yeah.
But I let it ride for like a week or two. Then I was like, so where's them boys at, and what happened to them Eagles? Because after we beat the Eagles, they didn't win a fucking game.
Yeah. All right. Number 2.
I'm telling you how to get Lions, bro. Lions. I mean, them guys are awesome, dude.
Okay.
Like they haven't been to a playoff game in so long, and them motherfuckers they were wild last year. I respect them guys.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't even watch football, and I know that the Detroit Lions has some of the best fan base.
See, that's all you need to know.
Number 1's easy. I mean, number 1's a clear shot. It's the Bills.
That's my number 1 pick. Holy shit!
I mean, how can you not say the Bills is number 1 when they do all these charity events? Every year they do a charity event. I think this last week they just did one for Tua.
For Tua, yeah, it was like $40,000 for Tua, like
within 3 days, dude. 3 days. Like,
well, and the thing about the kicker for the Bills last year. Remember, there was some he was getting bullied or something, and he deactivated all his social media, and they raised like all this money for this cat charity that he was a part of, like.
And I mean, there's a lot of fan bases you can get on board with, like the Panthers, because they don't win a fucking game, so they're easy to go with. They're just like, yeah, we suck. Hey guys, how you doing? We suck. Hey, yeah, you're gonna kick our ass this week. We haven't won a game.
They're having fun though. So.
And it's kind of hard to like not be friends with someone who's a Panther fan because they know they suck and their tickets are only $25 because they suck. So I mean, might as well enjoy the fucking day.
It's practically almost a free football game.
Literally. Oh, geez, that's funny as fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was. Fans raised $260,000 for cat adoption charity in honor of Buffalo Bills kicker Tyler Bass, or Bass, I don't know. Following that missed field goal, that's what it was.
Like,
don't you love English?
Yeah. Yeah, because he was getting a whole lot of hate for that missed field goal, and then the Buffalo Bills fans are like, okay.
Yeah, I don't. It happens, dude.
It does.
Picking is one of the.
And then
Listen, if I'm ever on a Pat McAfee show, and he asked me if I ever kicked a field goal. I'm gonna say yes. Back in middle school, I used to, but I'm gonna straight up tell him it ain't fucking easy, bro. Like, I know that shit ain't fucking easy.
You can ask our dad. I'm pretty sure he was a kicker in football in high school.
Yeah, see, I kicked maybe once in high school just because I did it in middle school, but
Oh
Sean
yeah.
Camp did too.
And then the Tua. On Friday night, they had $18,000 raised
That's
to
crazy.
the Tua Foundation.
And the game was just on literally Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. So
So within 24 hours, they had
1,000 donations.
within 24 hours they had how
Yep.
much? 18,000. You said.
$18,000. I'm looking to see if there's an updated list, but
Well, you keep looking for that. Let's talk about some injuries. Is that what's on your list next?
yes. Hold on, I
didn't really look at your program. I just seen.
All right, the first injury I have is Mixon, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, he came back in the game though, so I mean he's probably questionable.
It says questionable. It says Mixon's ankle injury is not considered to be a long term issue. So, but like I said, I recognize the name. That's how I do these injury lists.
Yeah, that's kind of a big one though, because I mean Mixon. I mean, I don't know. He probably. I don't know what their roster looks like for. I'll tell you what's bigger on their list is outside. As he's Al-Shair, the linebacker.
Yeah,
That one's a bigger scare than Mixon, in my opinion. That linebacker's insane,
yeah.
dude.
I just see $18,000 for the Tua Foundation. I can't find anything more updated than that, but that's okay. Next one I have Pachenko.
Yeah, that's a big one. Oh yeah, they got Cam Akers. They're all right. Houston will be all right without Mixon. Al-Shair is a scary one.
Pachenko's out till October 20th.
Old Poncho. Yeah, he has to have surgery, I think.
It doesn't say that. It just says his fibula expected to miss in the range of 6 to 8, which would be on par for a surgery. I usually.
Yeah, they just picked up Kareem Hunt again, so I mean, I call him Poncho because I can't say Pachenko. I think that's going to hurt him a little bit though, because he's a bully. Like he's a bully runner. He's small, but he's a bully. And by bully, I mean like he's not afraid to like lower his head, take a hit. He's lower his shoulder a little bit, and he's quick. You don't get that very often. You don't get a bully runner. You either get a bulldozer, or you get like DeAndre Swift, where he's just fast.
Right.
Fast.
And then of course I have Tua on this list, of course.
Listen, I might get hate for this too. I'm not a big Tua fan. I haven't been a big Tua fan since last year. I feel like I don't know. I don't want to say anything because he's injured now, but I'm just saying he should retire because that's his fifth or sixth concussion.
There was a big discussion. I was watching ESPN. There was a big discussion about if he should retire or not, and they're like, "Well, they're going to let it up to him." And I'm thinking that's fair. Don't get me wrong. But somebody else. There are times in life where you got to let somebody else make the decision for you, and I think the Dolphins need to just be like, "Look, it's too much of a risk at this point. We don't want you turning into a Chris Benoit, for God's sake." Like,
and the other issue with that is now you have a player who's always injured on your salary, so it's like you could be using that for something else.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing I was going to say. However, I will say this: Steve Young had about 9 concussions, and he turned out okay.
Which and I know. I just feel like at some point you gotta almost make someone else make a decision like that for you. Like, I don't know.
But I don't know. I feel like he should just retire because it's not.
Maybe it could be.
We're not in the. Go ahead.
Maybe it could be conditional. Like, look, we'll let you come back. We'll let you do I don't know. Let's just say a 1-year extension. You get another concussion, you're out. We'll pay you out your contract, but then you're out. Like.
Sorry, Steve Young had 7, not 9. I knew it
Oh,
was an
well,
odd number.
okay.
That's still 7 concussions
That's
that
a lot of
Steve Young
concussions.
suffered. I mean, he's fine. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's
Must have been
coherent and stuff.
must have been hit just right every time.
Well, he was a running quarterback for the 49ers, and he was great. He's probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But again, 7 concussions. It was. I'm pretty sure after he was done, he was like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
But that was back in a day where it was it was hard to hit the quarter or easy to hit the quarterback because there
Right.
wasn't a lot of protection rules. Like he retired in '99, so I mean,
Okay.
a lot of these safety things wasn't here. So, but like Tua, there's all these safety protocols, and he's still getting concussions. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, dude, And again, like you said, you get one, it's easier to get another one. So it's
Yeah.
just time to hang it up. You got kids, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what?
you don't want Antonio Brown, dude. I don't know if you guys know Antonio Brown. That dude's
Yeah.
off the wall. He got some problems.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I didn't know he had problems until like a couple of years ago. I'm like, damn,
yeah.
he's always getting in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, look at Chris Benoit. Those concussions fuck with you. I mean, oh, they can. They can. Not that they always do, but they can. So,
Hannah on stream, hello. I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, might have missed it. But yeah, concussions are very scary. I had a mild concussion when I was in football, but I actually don't remember it. I've got a quick story time, real quick. So I was running down a sideline. I had the ball, and I got hit. I was playing Hampshire Trojans. It was a team. I got hit, and I went down over the bank. It was a scrimmage, and I guess my head snapped back. Well, all I remember is waking up to the coach saying, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I get on the field. I continue the scrimmage. It was only for a couple, like another 30 minutes or so. And as I'm walking away, um, I told Dad, I said, "So who did I tackle?" And he looked at me kind of funny. He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, who did I tackle when I got hurt?" He's like,
no
"You
one.
didn't tackle nobody." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I hit somebody." He's like, "No, you got hit." I'm like, I looked at him so confused. I'm like, "No, I definitely didn't, dude." And literally, Hampshire was 2 hours away from our house, where their practice field was, and it was hot that day. And I must have argued with him for a whole hour on the way home before I fell asleep. And we got home. He tells my mom everything what happened, and she called Steve Vincent, which was our coach at the time, and he was like, "That sounds like a concussion." So I went and got checked, and apparently I had a mild concussion because I still swear to this day I was tackling somebody, but apparently I was running the ball. There's video evidence, so I know I was running the ball.
um,
So
I have Russell Wilson on this list as well, just because it said that Justin Fields is slated to start on Sunday.
listen,
So
many serial killers had bad concussions.
yeah, yeah.
With Russell Wilson, listen, your team's 2-0 with Justin Fields under center.
You just yeah.
Just keep him until.
Yeah.
But I feel like this. I'm gonna already make my prediction. I feel like this is the loss coming for the Steelers because I like the Chargers. I'm going with Harbaugh in this one.
Yeah.
But I just feel like and it could be a toss up. Chargers isn't. I'll get to that later. I just feel like Russell's hurt. Let him heal.
Let Justin
Fields is doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's winning games. That's what you pay him to do. You're not paying him to be an all-star. It's only like his third or fourth year. I can't remember when he was actually signed. But like, let him do his thing. Like I believe in Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just I'd leave him in there because you're 2-0 right now. Like your loss is coming, and I feel bad when I say this, but I feel like if they lose this week, they're gonna try to put Russell in there, and I don't agree with that.
The last one I have is Debo Samuel.
Skip. No, no. I think they're just playing. I think the Niners are just playing it safe right now. They're looking for the long term, and I know last year that Debo would. He had that injury before. I just feel like they're playing it safe. They're playing the long game, so they're like, okay, let's rest our players now while they're injured.
According to this, I think they're going to reevaluate on the 22nd, is what it's looking like. It says he's going to.
Again, I play it safe.
It says that they're going to probably sit him out for a couple games, but I guess they're going to reevaluate on the 22nd, which is fair.
Like I said, I just play it safe. If you start losing too many games, then it'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
We need to figure something out. But our wide receiver depth is all right for now. I hope.
Yeah. So, one of our little listeners told us that we should keep track of. So when we do our little flash game, which we'll get ready to do here, we're gonna look and see who got the most right, who got the most wrong. Do a season overall. So I have it all on a postcard here. So I don't know. Do we want to update this every week? Like say every week what?
Oh yeah, we gotta update this every week.
Okay, so Chris for week 1 was 12-3, which that's damn good. That's really good. So
and for listeners, this is the overall of the games we picked.
yes,
so.
and I want to preface, we are not including the 49ers games in these.
But if we do, which I think we should, is if they win, we get a win. If they lose, we get a loss. Because we are Niner fans, I think it's fair. You at least gotta add them in there. Because I'm gonna pick the 49ers every week. It doesn't matter.
Exactly, which is why these numbers do not have the 49ers in them. So 12-3 first week is pretty damn good. Week 2 you had 9-6, which that's still all right. I mean, you're still. But wait till you hear what mine are. Week 1, I had 8 right and 7 wrong. Week 2, I had 8 right and 7 wrong. I don't know how I'm doing that, but
yeah, that's pretty consistent.
Yeah, I know. Once I counted it up, I had to recount it. I said, "There's no way I did that 2 weeks in a row." Apparently, I did.
So I'm 21-9 overall then.
Yes, and I'm 16-14 overall.
Wow.
So.
Wow, Alex.
Man, that's still better than your COD KD though.
Yes, it is. Although I would like to see what my KD is on Black Ops 6 right now.
Oh, it's probably not any better, so.
Probably not, but. Alright, now we're going to do our little flash game. For anyone that's new, it's a real simple game we play. We go through each.
New. I've never played this.
I have all the games for the upcoming week here. We're going to go through each game. Chris is going to tell me, I have my picks. Chris is going to tell me his picks. We're going to see how we do. And I will say, I put a bet every week on my picks. So we're going to see what happens. So,
yeah, I think I'm going to... So, since Cowboys lost their first game, I'm going to start just picking the Cowboys if I think they're going to win. That way, when you guys see my bet, it's going to be what I pick.
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
So
I got my.
I'm not going to win a fucking bet this year, is what I'm saying.
I have my little list here of who I picked. I'm going to highlight the ones that Chris has the opposite answer, and we'll talk about those. So we'll start off with Thursday night, Patriots versus the Jets.
Jets.
All right. Giants versus the Browns.
Browns. Fucking Browns.
Eagles versus the Saints.
The Saints come marching home.
Texans versus the Vikings.
That is going to be a banger,
yeah,
dude.
That
game
thinking.
is going to be a banger. But oh man, it's in the Vikings.
Yeah, it's at Vikings.
I hate that stadium. I hate that field. A lot of people get injured on that field. I'm gonna have to go with the Texans though.
Okay.
It's just
I have Broncos versus the Bucks.
the Bucks,
I have the Packers versus the Titans.
Packers,
I have the Bears versus the Colts.
the Bears, go Bears,
I have the Chargers versus the Steelers.
Chargers. It's gonna be a close one, I think though.
Okay. I have Dolphins versus Seahawks.
I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks on that one.
I
Tua's not
have
in there. I don't know. I don't know how
Okay.
that's gonna go.
I have Raiders versus the Panthers.
The Raiders.
We're gonna skip over that game. Lions versus the Cardinals.
Boy, that's gonna be a banger. I didn't know that's a
Yeah,
game.
It's Lions at the Cardinals. If that makes a difference to you.
The Lions are fucking pissed off. They're coming to kill the Cardinals. That's what's gonna.
Okay,
They're gonna
okay.
fucking eat their feathers. That's what's gonna happen.
I have Ravens versus Cowboys.
Ravens. Ooh, yeah, Ravens are winning that. I think. I feel
Jesus
like they're
Christ.
pissed off too.
Chiefs versus the Falcons.
You know what? It's gonna be funny to say this, but listen. You don't bet against Patrick Mahomes, but I'm gonna bet against him. The Falcons are taking this one.
Bills versus Jaguars. And it's at the Bills, if that makes a difference.
I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills.
And then Commanders versus the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bungles.
Bungles. Okay. So, only 4 of those I picked different. I have the Colts winning. I have the Colts winning. Against the Bears.
The only reason I don't have the Colts winning is so after the first week, I said they looked good. Well, they had 2 big plays. That's what made them look good. After that, there was nothing.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
And the Bears, I mean, they didn't lose by much last week.
Right.
Let me just recheck this. I just feel like, yeah, they didn't lose by much against the Texans. It was 19-13. So I just feel, I don't know.
Okay. Feel like they might be on a little streak here.
Caleb just got to get a little bit of timing down. He might, I don't know. They're in the dome. So.
I have the Steelers winning. I have a lot of faith in Mr. Fields, but I understand your logic, so I can't argue it. So
I just feel like there's a coaching difference there. John Harbaugh or Jim, or I don't know what brother it is, but it's the Harbaugh. It doesn't matter. It's Harbaugh. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame easily. Every team he goes to, he's a winning coach. That's what he is.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter where he goes.
I think that's fair to say that the Chargers are going to win.
But
I have the Steelers, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers would win because their defense is. I mean, they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid.
I have the Dolphins winning.
And they play who?
The Seahawks. I just felt like
I can't actually get behind that one. Seahawks right now, they're hot. They're 2-0. They're gonna ride that high. They're gonna beat them. I feel like they're gonna beat them because first off, losing your star quarterback is kind of like a Debbie Downer.
Well, and that
look at the Jets last year. They struggled all year.
I will say, when I was making my list, that was one of the ones that I stopped and I was like, I have no clue.
But again, it's at Seattle.
Yeah.
And they're 2-0. That crowd's gonna be loud.
And then
the Dolphins got to go from Florida to Washington, brother.
True,
like that's a hike.
Yeah, that is, and that's a huge difference in temperature and weather. So yeah, although it was rainy down there in Florida this past week, so they should be used to it now. But and then I have the Chiefs winning.
I figured you would have. Listen, that's going to be a good game no matter what, but
Kirk Cousins has not been good to us. So
yes, he was. I got my pick last week.
Well,
you guys wanted to say that Eagles were winning. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Hey,
Kirk Cousins, prime time, and guess what it is this weekend? Prime motherfucking time.
that was a pretty. I mean, from what I remember, was a pretty close match though. Like that was one that was
1 point. It doesn't matter. Mr. Prime Time, 6 for 7 on the last fucking drive. Score a touchdown, win the game. Let's go.
I was like, that was one I was watching because I was like, oh, how's this gonna go?
Although you motherfuckers, goddamn Robinson and Barkley cost me $200, motherfucker. Actually, I would have lost that bet anyway because I had Eagles winning. But you know,
so did I.
my pick was still the Falcons. But again, it's prime time. It's an 8:20 game on Sunday, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Prime time's coming back. He's gonna come out with these gold chains again, and he's gonna fucking light up that field.
Well, we'll see.
Kirky.
So we have. I mean, we could do our WWE segment. I wanted to let Chris maybe talk about one more game from last week.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to talk about.
I mean, we could talk about that Eagles game.
Well, I mean, you kind of already did. So.
Let me talk to you.
The Cardinals game. Cardinals whooped the fucking Rams, 41.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that.
I'm not actually surprised about that. Kyler Murray's looking kind of hot right now, but the problem with the Rams is they didn't have Cooper Kupp. They didn't have Puka Nacua. And they're supposed to have, on paper, they have the best offensive line. Well, literally none of them's in there right now. I mean, they're all injured. So I feel like the Rams are going to come back if they get all their players back. But the fact that Marvin Harrison Jr., if you're a football fanatic like me, you would understand that that's Marvin Harrison's son, who is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. He's definitely going in the Hall of Fame, or he's already in there.
Yeah.
He had. Let me just double check here. This dude had 130 yards, 4 receptions. 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dude was just fucking phenomenal in the first quarter. I can't remember exactly how many. I think he had that in the first quarter, 130 yards in the first quarter, which is insane, dude. That is insane. And I don't want to spend too much time on this game because there is a couple other things I actually want to talk about.
Okay.
That's not games. Jordan Love actually returned to practice already.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That's big news for the Packers.
Yeah, that is big
and
news.
it says it's possible that he could play against the Titans this week.
Oh, shit. Okay. What was he out for?
He had an MCL tear.
That's right.
Like
that's right.
Can't remember exactly what it was.
I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna get off this screen real quick. I want to look at.
But yeah, he's coming. He should be back. I want to talk about Baker Mayfield and all you haters out there that doesn't like Baker Mayfield. I think he's a very underrated quarterback. I think that a lot of people who bash Baker Mayfield don't watch football. I had the Lions winning that game. But if you remember from what I said last week, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, everybody that's in this podcast, if you guys remember what I said last week, I said I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay wins that game because of Baker Mayfield.
Right.
And guess what? Baker Mayfield won them that game. So, fuck all you Baker Mayfield haters. I think he's a good quarterback. He started out rough because of the teams he was on. Right. You got to think, like, Bryce Young getting benched, I think it's bullshit, dude. You can't put that much pressure on rookie quarterbacks. Now, he's not a rookie this year, don't get me wrong. But, like, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, okay, they're coming off of out of college with not a lot of development no more. And you want to sit there and start them, that's fine. But when they're not doing very good, they'll put the blame on them.
Yeah.
Like Bo Nix is 0-2 right now. He's playing for the Broncos, and now he's going against Buccaneers, who's 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised if Bo Nix loses this game again. Buccaneers defense is pretty solid. I mean, obviously they're 2-0, but the fact that like you put these rookie quarterbacks in these positions, I think it's just bullshit on the coach and the owner itself. Because Bryce Young's I think he's a very good, very talented player. He had the same start that Josh Allen did when he was a rookie. Josh Allen didn't do that good in his first 2 years. I mean, he kind of sucked. Now look at Josh Allen. People's calling him one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game right now.
Right.
So for you to put pressure on Bryce Young like that, I hope he keeps his confidence up. He needs to get out of Carolina. I feel like, again, Justin Fields is another example. Bears got rid of him. If the Bears would have kept him and just put all that talent that they signed over the offseason that they have now, I feel like Justin Fields would demolish. The Bears would be probably 2-0 right now.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel bad that Bryce Young got benched, and I wanted to talk about it because I like him. He's a good quarterback. And it's just bullshit you put so much pressure on this kid. He had the same 2 years that Josh Allen did.
Right.
So Carolina needs to get their heads out of their ass and figure something else out because it ain't just the quarterback. Look at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield came from Carolina. Just saying. Sam Darnold's another one. Sam Darnold's 2-0 with the Vikings right now.
Yeah.
So it's not a quarterback problem. It's a fucking offensive scheme or something problem. Like it's inside their team. It's not the quarterback.
So I apologize to YouTube because I had to get off my screen. I'm going to apologize again. Now I'm going to apologize to Spotify because I'm going to show a video that you guys can't see.
Exclusively on YouTube.
Let me get it up and let me share my screen here. How do I? Right there.
Hold on, let me watch it.
Come on, am I going to catch a virus if I open this?
Is that?
I am the virus.
Whoa, Reggie Bush.
Yeah, lost track of time in there.
Reggie Bush.
What's new?
Since you asked.
Pretty cool.
Reggie Bush.
Anything else? What is he doing?
He's watching the game.
Why'd you share that?
Because of Reggie Bush.
How do I get off that place? Yeah, because of Reggie Bush.
Because you were laughing about it earlier this week, so I had to show it.
I did. So obviously we talked about it before. He finally got his Heisman back. So the fact that they did a Nissan commercial with him in the freezer, that shit is hilarious. Again, I'll go back to that. I don't agree with what they did to Reggie Bush for stripping his Heisman and shit. I don't agree with that, but I'm just glad he got it back.
Hey,
That's all I got to say about that.
I will say, for doing that commercial, man's got a sense of humor.
I mean, he went through fucking hoops and shit to get it
Yeah.
back, but it's just bullshit. But I can get down with it, I guess.
He's got it now, and that's all that matters, right?
That's what matters. Yep.
Kind of like if let's just say the 49ers win a game, but it was a shit game. They still won, and that's all that matters. So, all right, I guess we'll move on to ding, 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 ding. Someone do a sound effect for me to initiate the transition. There you go. So, I guess we're going to go on to our Beyond the Bell segment. For anyone that's new, this is our WWE segment, so if you don't watch professional wrestling, get the fuck off of our... No. this will all be mumbo jumbo if you have no idea what's going on, which I guess that's what it's like on the NFL.
And
segment
before
too,
I
but-
start, we start with this. All I gotta say, if you ain't watching WWE, you need to start because this is one of the best eras of all time. Just saying, not the best,
and
one of the best.
Ethan's gonna be pissed off because he didn't get to watch it. I think this week's SmackDown was better than this week's Raw.
Oh, it 100% was.
I think it was.
Saw the well, we watched highlights at least.
I was gonna say, did you watch the highlights? I think
we
it
saw
was better.
We saw the Cody and Roman show, which I'm hyped, but we'll
So-
get there when we get there.
Well, we're funny you bring that man up. So we're gonna start on last week's SmackDown. First match was Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa in a steel cage match.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, it was. That's what made SmackDown kind of exciting. Right off the bat, they do a steel cage match. Like, whoa!
I mean, right out of the gate
And
too.
it was a title match. Like, it wasn't just a steel
Good
cage
title
match.
It wasn't like USA title or anything. It was like
It was the
main-
undisputed. Yeah.
But wasn't this was the first week right?
For USA, yeah.
Yeah, so it
was.
had to be a banger. It had to be
I
a banger,
agree.
and they showed
They
up.
brought it. Yeah, they definitely brought it.
I want to talk about that match. I know it's going to take a little longer than you guys expected, but I have to talk about that match because, first off, Cody Rhodes won,
Right.
which we kind of figured was going to happen.
It was exciting though.
And then here comes the Bloodline, blah, 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 doing all their shit.
Oh,
And then here
yeah.
comes Roman Reigns. Like,
This
fuck
was-
yeah, dude.
This was not on my bingo card. Like,
It was, though. See, it was on mine. See, I said it, and I think Ethan and Alex here will both vouch. I said it in one of our Marvel chats that I believe that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will team up.
right.
And they did in the cage. They did in the cage. And I'm not going to say much more until we get later on in the SmackDown.
Well, it just. When I said it wasn't on my bingo card, if you would have told me at WrestleMania that Roman Reigns was going to come out and help Cody Rhodes against the Bloodline, I would have looked at you like you had three heads. I would have been like, huh? What? No. But here it is, and it's happening, so. That's just a wild ride. That's been a wild ride.
I love it.
The next match was Mishin versus Piper Niven, which I was excited to see Piper Niven back. It's been
I
a
didn't watch
minute.
that match.
Well,
Giving her stank face.
Yes, yes.
I didn't watch
Megan always talks about like, why does she look like that?
Mishin won that. And they were making a joke about why it takes Mishin 10 minutes to get a kendo stick out. Why she's like, it takes her like 2 minutes to look for a kendo stick, and then they're like, why do they even have these kendo sticks under the ring at all times? Like, for Mishin.
Yeah,
Why not?
I was
Maybe
wondering
she-
that too. That's where I was just like, I'm good. I'm not watching this. Like, if she's looking for a kid, it's like right there. Just it's right there,
Yeah.
dude.
The next match was A-Town Down Under versus Kevin and Randy.
Which was awesome
Yes.
because who the hell came out? Ricky, dude. So KO didn't have a partner. Yeah.
The highlights. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yo, so KO didn't have his partner, Randy. He's well, my partner didn't show up. He had travel issues.
Oh,
So I'm bringing this guy out, and then everyone's like, "Who the fuck is Ricky, dude?" So I want to shout out Ricky, dude. That guy was awesome.
You know, this would have been the perfect time to put Joe Hendry in.
Yes!
What?
Oh my god, I would have lost it. I would have been like, I believe.
People who don't watch WWE will be very hella confused about that.
I just fucking thought it was hilarious.
Look.
He was like, "You know what? I don't need you no more." And they fucking stunners him. Like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
stunned
come
him.
on, man."
Look,
I hope Ricky comes back, dude. I think that was cool.
on what Ethan just said, if you don't watch WWE, you're going to be hella confused. I will have to say, though, my TikTok right now is split between two things. Death Eaters at the Harry Potter universe world, which we're going to because hot damn. And it's Joe Hendry stuff. And the amount of Joe Hendry, like, people are in the comments on TikTok going, I don't even know who this guy is, but I believe in him. Like, so
Yeah.
it's
No,
just
I am.
so funny.
I have no idea who this man is, but I believe.
But I believe in him, and it's so funny. So I feel like Joe Hendry's one of those ones. He's transcending into people that aren't WWE or NXT or whatever. People know who he is, like kind of like John Cena. People know who John Cena is. People know. People know.
Who's John Cena?
I don't know. Can't see him, so I wouldn't know. So I do feel like Joe Hendry is transcending into that. He was just at a concert. Oh my god, he was just at a concert. And he just came out and the crowd went freaking nuts. Like, and it was just some off the wall concert, so
Shit.
it was funny. That was on my TikTok.
My
So-
prediction for Royal Rumble next year is that's Joe Hendry's debut.
Yes,
in
I
WWE.
think it will be too. I agree.
I mean, he is in WWE because he's on NXT, but
I agree. I do think that
he still has a contract with. What was he in before?
there's TNA, AEW.
I think it was TNA. He still has a contract with them.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
But they're letting him be in WWE.
Oh, that's cool. I've been to a TNA
Well,
match.
that's
Ooh.
nice, at least. Until something happens, and I'll be like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can foresee. Well, we'll see. And then
Before we move on, hold on.
Okay.
Do you guys think that they're going to try to break up Austin Theory and
see, I don't know. They're like hinting at it and they're like making things happen, but I don't know.
I feel like they are. I feel like they're going to.
Yeah, they probably will. I don't want them to, but
Neither do
I don't either. I
Oh.
actually enjoy that tag team. I think it's kind
my
of funny.
God, Grayson Waller is hilarious because
He really is.
Backstage, he still acts like his character, and I don't remember what he said from when they were in Scotland, but what he said was hilarious though.
They are a funny tag team. Like they definitely have some comedic relief. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because like when Randy Orton started coming out, they're like, "Hey, bring Ricky back, bring Ricky back."
Yeah.
Like, dude, that shit's just funny,
that
dude.
is funny. And I don't blame them.
no, we want
Well, hell no, ain't nobody want to go against a Viper, bro. Like, I wouldn't even want to go against that motherfucker.
no, bring Ricky back.
That was funny. And then the last match of the night was Andrade versus Carmella Hayes. Was this for a contender match or was this just a match?
Yeah, it was a break to tie. They were 2-2.
Okay.
It was the break to tie, and whoever wins gets the face. Hey, night.
Yeah.
Which I don't give a fuck who won that game. I'm glad Andrade did, but I'm an
I was gonna say
Knight fan.
I don't care who wins that as long as LA Knight wins the match.
The fact I like the picture he has of him on the horse with the fucking title. That shit's just funny. But yeah, we don't have to talk about that one too much because we have to talk about the promo that happened at the end of the show.
Yes, go ahead.
So again, this is what I wanted to talk about. I called this shit literally like 2 weeks after WrestleMania. I just want to say this. I called it. I told Alex, and then I finally typed it out to some other WWE people that we're friends with, and they didn't believe me. I said, just watch, dude. Just watch. It's just going to happen. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are going to be a tag team partners against, fuck's his name, Solo and Fatu?
I don't know. You said Coco Bird and Toucan Sam.
Well, that's the tag team
Oh.
champion right now, Coco Bird and whatever the fuck his name is. But no, this is what the heck? Werewolf? What do they call him? Jacob Fatu? His enforcer.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's Tongaloa, I think, or no.
Tongaloa! I couldn't think of his damn name.
Their names are too complicated.
Yeah, that's why I call Coco Bird and Toucan Sam.
I'm call them Thing 1, Thing 2, and Thing 3.
Oh, I mean that works
Jacob
too.
Fatu's at like fucking his enforcer.
Okay. I can't remember worth a damn, so.
But the other two's the weirdos. I can't again, Toucan Sam.
Oh
and
my god, there's like an unwritten thing on TikTok with one of the brothers, and that you'll go through like these lists of like legends, and then the last one will be one of, I can't remember which one it is. I think it was the first one to be introduced. I can't remember his name,
my
damn it.
God.
But yeah, everyone's like, yes, that's right. You better include
Oh
name
my
here.
God. Yeah, see, my WWE side of TikTok's still all Joe Hendry, so. Or CM Punk. I get a lot of CM Punk stuff too.
you guys might be shocked, but I'm never on TikTok.
I'm
So,
not.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
shocked.
You
You're the.
watch the videos I send you at least?
No. No.
Chris.
What the?
Chris is the guy that's like, I hate TikTok, and then watches TikToks
Werewolf.
on Instagram Reels. Like,
Yeah, if you sign in on Instagram, I'm on that shit. But I just TikTok's going away. I ain't getting on that.
Well,
I
the
do.
shit
Hey,
on
when I do watch
Instagram.
TikTok, though, I go through all of them, which is right now like 80 of them. But still,
yeah, see, I know better than to send Chris things on TikTok. I just save the video and send it to him on Snapchat because I know he's never gonna get on to watch it.
but yeah. So Jacob Fatu is they call him the werewolf.
Okay,
Whatever.
I didn't know
Okay,
that.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm looking at the superstars on here because the other again them other fucking people I can't even pronounce. Tongaloa and
Tongaloa,
I think it's Tongaloa that it has like the meme running with them.
probably.
all I know is that one dude looks like he's from Fast Five. Just saying. If you guys ever watched Fast Five, he looks like the guy that kills Letty.
Wow,
Spoiler
spoiler
alert.
alert! God damn!
Yeah, spoiler. Spoiler. Tongaloa looks like the guy from Tongaloa and Tamatonga. His name is that, dude. Tamatonga. What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry. That's
They're Polynesian
Oh.
names.
Tamatonga. All I know it's Toucan Sam and Coco Bird.
That still kills me. Alright, we're moving on to Raw now. First match of the night before anybody even says anything. I want to get my 2 cents out. Was Sheamus versus Pete Dunne, and they keep doing my man Sheamus dirty every freaking week. Give the man a win. It doesn't have to be a title win. I could care less if it's a title. Just let him freaking win something.
Evan.
He got cheated out of that one, definitely.
Like, my babe, Sheamus, like, give him a win.
They're not gonna give him a win for a while. It feels like until
Yeah, it's gonna piss me off.
I feel like they're gonna do something in Bad Blood with him
Yeah,
and
probably.
Butch or whatever is Pete Dunne, I guess.
What did you just call him?
Butch. That's right. He don't like the name Butch. That's what it was on the tag team.
That's right. All right.
But again, it was one of them cheated matches.
Yes. The next match was Natalya versus Zoe Stark. With Natalya getting the win, as she should.
Gave her a boob slap.
Good lord.
I'm just saying, she's one of them women that if she was in the middle of the ocean, she don't have to worry about drowning. She'll stay afloat. It's kind of like Trish Stratus.
Knocking herself out.
Yeah, when she came down the runway, first thing out of my mouth is she's gonna knock herself out before she even gets there. Oh fuck.
Alright, and I don't usually add the promos, like when they do the promos or whatever. I usually don't
Yeah,
add
because you
those.
missed the CM Punk promo.
I know. That's old news. I don't usually add the promos into my list, but I had to add this one because it was just so damn funny. Was the Jey Uso and Braun Breaker promo. Only because of what Jey Uso said to Braun Breaker.
And for those of you who don't know, now you will. Go ahead, Alex.
So, Braun Breaker was a Baltimore Ravens football player. Not for long.
Linebacker. Or fullback, running back.
Something like that, yeah. He's on the
He was
Baltimore.
a fullback.
He was on the Baltimore Ravens NFL team. Wasn't for very long. And here comes Jay Uso. I'm going to make this short and sweet like your NFL career. And I was just like, ooh, Jay Uso, you got to calm down, buddy.
That's tough.
I was like, ooh, you didn't have to hurt him like that. So that's all I had to say about that one. To quote
That's
Forrest
all I
Gump.
got to say about that.
Yep. And then, oh my god, this was one of the best matches of the night. The World Tag Team Championship match, New Day versus Judgment Day. Unfortunately, Big Head, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor won. However, can we talk about I'm going to say this in quotations, the random crowd member that they threw?
That wasn't them, was it?
Oh, no, that wasn't them.
Oh,
That was Braun Strowman.
Oh, yeah, I do. Never mind. I do have that.
But real quick, yeah, referring back to the one you were just talking about, Braun. Oh, my jaw dropped when Jay said that. Oh,
God. Chris went, what did he just fucking say?
Short and sweet like your football career.
I was like,
that shit set me off.
Chris was laughing about that one, so I had to add that one in. Anyways, yeah, Judgment Day 1. We don't give a fuck.
Well, before we go too far with that one, it seems like they're trying to break up the New Day, and I'm not a big fan of that.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. All things run their course in WWE, and maybe they feel like it's run its course. It's been 10 some years, so I get it.
My only problem with the New Day now is, I mean, I get it. They can't really do anything with Big E, but
I would love for him to come back, though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Big E was my favorite. I loved him.
Remember when we first got introduced to him? We were like, "Who the hell is that?" Big titty.
Release
something.
the titties! Every time he would take the straps
off,
we'd be like, "Release the titties!" Yes. He threw a freaking pancake. I went to see SmackDown a couple years ago, and this is when they were throwing pancakes into the crowd. And the girl I was with got hit by one of those pancakes. It hit her, and she's like, "What the hell?" And we looked at her, we're like, "Oh my god, you got hit by a pancake!"
all I gotta say is I think this is not political news, but I think it's kind of ironic and funny that Kofi and all them had pictures with Diddy while they were in the Bootio stage.
Oh my god, yes.
They had the Bootio cereal and shit. Like, Diddy was there. Yeah. Like, thinking back on that now, it's kind of fucked up and ironic all in one, you know? Like,
I know.
That's weird. Just saying. Fuck Diddy.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I felt that.
But now, go ahead.
I also want to talk about a promo as well, but I'll save that one for the end.
Okay, that's fine.
So Xavier Woods then lashed out at LWO in Kingston backstage too, which I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like they're trying to break it up, but maybe they'll make up. Maybe it's just like one of them heated exchanges, and they're gonna have like a great comeback or something.
This is gonna be my unpopular opinion of the night. I don't mind Xavier Woods, but he was never my favorite.
Like I think he's one of the funniest ones.
He is funny. I do agree. He is funny, which is why I don't hate him. Like, it's not like here's a good example of someone that I just can't stand.
I mean, before Big E like left or whatever, I feel like Big E was definitely the funniest. Like that.
Oh my god, yeah.
The shit, the antics they did. Oh my! And when they hosted WrestleMania that one year
with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy coming out, oh my god.
Yeah. That was something.
That was a good. See, if they could get the three of them to do stuff like that.
Yeah, even if Big E was just there,
that would be all right.
Fine.
So I wouldn't be surprised though if Xavier Woods comes out next week and apologizes because it technically when they lost was technically the ref's fault.
That's true.
Because
Right.
the ref was dealing with shit ringside, which he shouldn't have been. He should have been
Right.
dealing with what was in the ring. So I could see Xavier Woods, he knows Kofi's doing what he thinks is the best, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to break this up. I don't know if they will break it up. I just feel like
It's
maybe
tough
there's
to
some tension
say.
right now. They want you to think they're going to break up.
Well,
Yeah.
because if you follow the storyline, you know about the carrying cross shit, which is probably why they're trying to break. Oh my god, that shit pisses me off. The faction that carrying cross is on is like one of the worst factions I've ever seen.
What is that Authors of Pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
I,
Like, what does that bald guy do? He just stands
Nothing.
there.
Fucking be a weirdo, dude. Like, they pay him just to be a weirdo.
Like every time I see him, like, shouldn't he should be on like a list, shouldn't he? Like he can't go within 100 feet of a school.
Yo, for real though, he does. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's backstage with Diddy. But he.
Oh my god.
Fun fact about them: I did not
Oh
know
my
that.
God.
I guess her name's Scarlett
Yeah, Scarlet.
Bordeaux is actually married to Karrion Cross. Like they're actually married in real
really?
life.
Okay, that's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
I like their entrance though, the black and white entrance.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is cool.
it's kind of dope.
I've seen people talk about it on TikTok before and saying that Karrion Cross would do way better if he was by himself, and I actually kind of agree with that.
I
I
can't
feel
argue
like
with that.
Scarlett could do it. Like I don't know why Scarlett isn't in any fights anymore. I play her on WWE. I'm just gonna say I like Scarlett on WWE. I feel like again, it's her entrance that I like.
Yeah.
It's black and white. So I don't know. I feel like I like those two as a mixed tag team.
But not in the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, not with the whole group.
I thought Authors of Pain wouldn't last long, but they just keep going with it. I'm like,
Kind of
why?
like the oh my god. The Terror Twins. We like the Terror Twins. We didn't like them in Judgment Day, but we do like them by themselves. So.
Oh yeah, I like Damian Priest now. Think they did him a little dirty with.
I love Judgment Day. I still love Judgment Day, but
I do too. I feel like Judgment Day is one of the better.
I think out of all the current members of Judgment Day, I think Dominic's my favorite.
That's
Dominic
insane.
will always be a fan's favorite.
He's so funny.
He is funny. And they said he is the coolest guy to meet outside of WWE.
I mean, if your father was Rey Mysterio, wouldn't you be cool?
Oh, well, yeah.
No, actually,
Shit,
no. My favorite member is Carlito because he's always just in the background, like, hey.
Shit, Rey Mysterio could
just chilling.
Rey Mysterio could be my 13th cousin twice removed, and I would think I was the coolest person ever.
You're not cool.
My part of Judgment Day is Livy, so I'm just saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
With her annoying ass laugh right now. Like,
oh my god.
Like, dude, stop laughing like that, bro. Like, God. You're so attractive.
I can always joke. Like, why is Fish Face looking at him?
I feel like I'm just saying Bliss might be making a return.
I
right?
hope so.
We could hope. I mean that post you shared the other day, like maybe.
Then I might have a new favorite.
Which I'll actually be talking about that here. That's what I want to talk about for the end.
The whole Scarlett thing, though. Again, I didn't get to watch her wrestle. Apparently, she was a wrestler before, but now she's just like a manager,
a hype woman.
I kind of remember her. I think, but I
wouldn't be opposed to her showing up, kind of like Maxine Dupree. Like I'm glad I get to watch her wrestle now because she was kind of just
in the background, kind of.
And then they like started training her and shit, which I thought was cool. But let's continue on to the.
Okay, anyways, now we'll go on to Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed with the random crowd member, which was fucking funny.
That was hilarious, dude. Throwing a fucking human being.
You know what my what vibe I got from that? Fucking, and Ethan's gonna know. Santino.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's where my mind went to
random
right away.
Person in the crowd.
Random person in the crowd, and it's like Santino, and he was one of my favorites when he wrestled. Oh my god.
So wrestles, what do you mean?
Does he?
Yeah, he's also on. Oh my god, we just said it earlier.
TNA?
TNA.
I'm gonna have to go to some TNA matches, because what the hell?
I don't think he wrestles though. I think he's a manager, but I don't
Oh.
know.
I've been to a TNA
Which-
match, so I.
I guess we didn't talk about this for SmackDown. There was a lot of big names in the crowd.
Yes,
Teddy
what
Long being one of them.
Yeah, Teddy
Oh hell
Long.
yeah, Teddy
Vicky
Long.
Guerrero was
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
Vicky
crowd.
Guerrero.
I lost my shit. I was so excited.
Yeah, Teddy Long, that was a good one. But no, when Vicky Guerrero, the overall vibe with Vicky Guerrero right now is I would have never thought when she was the manager I'd be so happy to see her again. And
Oh,
here
yeah.
we all are, like,
She was
freaking
she's one
out.
of the best heels.
She
to ever
was.
be
She
in
was so
WWE.
good. She was. You remember The Rock singing that song to her? Oh
Yeah.
my
She thought it
god.
was a love song.
That was so funny. Anyways, we can continue on with this Braun Strowman Bronson Reed. It ended in a no contest, which does not surprise me.
I think we were putting Evan to bed at that time, so I don't remember that match.
Yeah, it ended in a no contest, and I mean it's the same as it is every week. Two big men really just going at it.
They broke the ring too, which was
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
They
yeah,
broke
I heard
the
about that.
turnbuckle, or not the turnbuckle, but the rope. I guess it was the turnbuckle that snapped though.
funny.
Yeah,
the whole fucking
I
rope
wouldn't want to
came
be
in.
on the receiving end of that.
Ooh,
I can only imagine what those ropes would feel like.
ouch.
Which I've always said, like, throwing somebody into them cannot feel good. I know they have like springs and shit in, but like, dude, that's
Yeah,
got
it
to
probably
hurt.
still doesn't feel good.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
Yeah, there's not much to say about that besides the guy getting thrown out of the crowd.
Yeah, I agree. And the ropes breaking, but Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, which I'm very happy that it wasn't a tag team. I'm happy that it was
when we saw the match, we're like, oh my god, she's actually not tag teaming and not fighting the one faction.
Fire and Dawn. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, oh my god,
I was
actually
I was okay with this match just because it wasn't a tag team. It wasn't the same regurgitated stuff we've seen.
And Io won. That's
and
why I was
Io
happy.
won. Yeah, Io Sky did win.
Oh yeah, she did.
And then Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio. Pure freaking
Shocker.
chaos. Yeah.
Which who would have thought who won that one?
Priest won that one. Yeah, I wasn't shocked at all by that.
I did like them beating him up, and everyone comes out again, and then Braun Breaker just spears Jey Uso out of the fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Jey Uso was coming out to break it up. I know. Boom, dude. I tell you what, he's got one of the meanest spears in WWE, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
So for them two to fight each other, dude, I'm so torn because I like Braun Breaker.
I
But
love it when Braun's doing his spear with the ropes because he's just going. And you're like, holy shit!
so I'm gonna stick with what I said before. I'm pretty sure I said this before. I'm kind of hoping Braun wins because I'm kind of hoping Jey Uso goes somewhere against the Bloodline or something. I did see something on Twitter today. Rikishi. That would be Jey Uso and Jimmy's dad.
Yeah.
He tweeted out a couple of times prayers up for Jimmy, which I don't know what that meant. So I did some research on it, and I found out that I don't know what happened to Jimmy. No idea. All I've seen is Jimmy's okay. So
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe it was just Rikishi being Rikishi, but yeah, I guess he's okay. I don't know. I don't have much more information on that. It's kind of like breaking news, I guess. The breaking news on Beyond the Bell.
Well, whatever it is.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I heard Jimmy's okay. So
no matter how much we shit talk wrestlers, we still care about them.
Oh, 100%.
Just like in sports.
Oh yeah, I don't like Pachenko getting hurt. I mean, I'm torn that he got hurt and shit, but
yeah,
I don't want to see no one ever get like seriously injured. Like Tua. Sorry, Tua, you gotta retire though.
Whew.
There's not much more besides the world heavyweight Gunter attacking Sammy again.
Oh yeah,
Shocker.
I wasn't.
I don't know, man. I want Gunter to lose the title just because I think it's unfair. He held gold for that long in his career, which is probably now up to like 85% of his
Yeah,
career.
and I like Sami Zayn, but I don't.
I want Sammy to go elsewhere.
Yeah, they need to do something different than like,
Yeah.
all right, now you're reusing the Gunther Sammy rivalry. Like,
I
stop
could
it.
see it. I could see Sammy winning though,
I could, yeah. I kind
because
of.
he did beat for the Intercontinental, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm the only. That's why you were afraid to beat me," and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Like,
I could see
or
that.
face me.
I don't know. I would rather see someone else beat Gunther, and I.
Oh, I do too. Don't worry, but I could see Sammy beating
Yeah,
him.
I
I could
could
see that
too.
storyline happening.
So Ethan wants to talk about a promo.
Promo.
So, Chris and Alex missed this, but in the middle of Raw, there was a QR code.
Oh yeah.
The Wyatt Six are giving us hints for something else. What's next, I guess.
Yeah, and I
Because
was.
they did have that other promo with man, I suck at remembering team names. With All Americans or whatever.
Yeah, American made.
And that American made, and that they're done with the Wyatt Six. So I guess that's a conclusion on that rivalry. But then they
Thank
were
God.
hinting at another one. So
I don't know. I was looking at what that QR code sent you to. And here, hold on. Maybe I'll just bring it up for us.
because I have like all the stuff that it took one WWE posted on their Twitter feed, and it was a video, but it was just words. So it said that the words were, "Even now, the words of the red grow stronger, whispering like 1,000 voices, screaming in silence, guiding the knife until our hands are one and the same. You speak, we follow." And then something else that I didn't even realize, but that website that it takes you to,
Yeah, I'm
or
looking
that
at
it took
that.
you to for a while. Yeah, so there's that new one, right? But the word up top, I'm probably gonna butcher this. Kintsugi?
Yeah, that's
I
how I
guess that's how you
pronounce it.
say it. Which means the join with gold, or repairing broken objects.
Interesting.
So it makes me think, because Megan actually mentioned it. Alexa Bliss was the broken doll.
Yeah, she always had that
Okay.
doll with her. Oh, fuck, what was that
So
name?
yeah.
What
And
was her
then
name?
and then of course, and then the W fans were mentioning about the one that said she on that
Yeah,
webpage.
I literally just clicked on that.
When she speaks, mountains should
Lily.
tremble. It's waiting for her. I can only open the door. She must choose to walk through. And then on Monday
Whoa.
they uploaded a new one on the page,
Whoa.
and it's called Frater.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be like shortened for fraternity, I guess. The bond of a family is a cat of nine tails. Bound through suffering, we see you, brother. When you need us, we will be there. So it makes you wonder, who are they
So,
talking about?
did you guys happen to click down here on the all entries are sorted
Yeah,
chronologically?
yeah, and
What
if you,
the fuck is that?
it's just Bo.
Is
Oh
it?
no,
Alien.
it's Boo Dallas.
He's an alien.
I don't know. I just happened to see you could click on it and jeez.
Oh, there was one that I can't find it
Oh,
now. But
fuck.
I clicked on it and it brought up. It was like, this number is this letter.
Oh.
Can you click on any of those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it just takes you back, huh?
Yeah.
See, this is
Can
the
you
new
click on
one.
she? What
Yeah,
happens if you click on she?
that's the one I was just on. When she speaks, mountains
Ah.
should tremble.
Yeah, I said that was an old
She
one.
must choose to walk through. Yeah, but what did you say about go back to that fraternity thing. You said something about fraternity?
Raider, you mean?
Yeah. Prater.
No, Ethan was saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was the thing that it read.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to decipher it, but Now I'm
Yeah,
just,
no,
because
now I'm just
for
clicking on random stuff.
technically, Bliss did just have her child. That's why I was like, oh, what the hell? Be weird. That would be a big dude, holy hell.
yeah, there's a
There's
lot.
so much.
I mean, these
So
are all.
again, Spotify, sorry you guys can't see this, but if you want to see it, it is on holy smokes. It is on YouTube and it'll be uploaded Friday at 6 a.m. So
I'm just clicking on everything now.
remember who you are. Oh my god, they're talking
Simba.
about fucking Simba.
Remember. Oh wait, R.I.P. We mentioned Simba, and then it was like, no, I'm speaking like some Mufasa. And I'm like, oh wait, rest in peace.
Yeah.
What's
so
false prophets? What's that?
false
What's that one?
prophet. Do not be fooled. They speak with my tongue, but know not my words. Rancid, cheap imitations. Although I ignore, I am filled with disgust.
Huh. I didn't know you could click on all of them.
And each poem at the bottom, it if you click on it, it brings up something different.
Interesting. A lot to decipher.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, Bliss's doll was named Lily.
So
So in
Megan,
case something comes up and it says something about Lily, then we
right,
definitely have something
Yeah.
coming.
freaky.
Squeaky.
Do we have any future matches that you know about yet, or no?
Oh shit, I didn't even look.
Okay, Liv Morgan.
Smack down.
So far for Bad Blood, which is October 5th,
No,
we
it's
have the
not.
tag team. Bad
Yeah,
Blood
it
is
is.
October
Are
5th.
we gonna watch it
October
at
5th.
are we gonna watch it at your wedding, dude?
No.
Why not? We can bring our
Oh, it'll be all right.
projector.
We'll have our own WWE match.
Oh, that's right.
We have Cody Rhodes and Roman versus Solo and Jacob. Then we have CM Punk and Drew in a Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
Priest and Balor and Liv and Rhea, obviously.
Oh, let's.
Is that just a regular match though? Like I feel like Liv and Rhea has been going on for a while. They need to do like Extreme Rules or some shit,
Oh
you know?
yeah, change it up.
Because they've been going at it. Like I mean, that's what Punk and McIntyre's doing. I mean, they need to. They're going to Hell in a Cell, and I think it's final after that. I think whoever wins that, it's done.
Let's see.
Sure, let's see.
So far,
Nothing.
scheduled. So it says Cody and Roman will appear together this week.
Maybe against Tapu Koko and Dodo Bird.
Maybe.
Tapu Koko, by the way, is a fucking Pokemon in Power World. Just saying.
Good lord. It says also scheduled for the 9/20 episode, Nia Jax and Stratton versus Bailey and Naomi.
Ooh, that's gonna be a fucked up match. I'm starting to like Tiffany Stratton.
So this is no, it's not really an I Quit match. If Bailey and Naomi win, the person who scores the pinfall faces Nia Jax, so it makes them the contender. Bad Blood. If Bailey and Naomi lose, the person who gets pinned has to leave SmackDown.
Naomi's going. I can see Bailey going actually to
Yeah,
Raw.
I could
That's
too,
where she came.
actually.
That's true.
And then
That is where she came from.
the only other match that they have is the LA Knight match.
Oh, hey, night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm predicting Bailey gets pinned.
Okay.
Predicting Bailey gets pinned. She goes back to Raw, takes the title back. Bada bing, bada boom.
The only two things, technically three things. The only three things that are happening so far on next week's Raw. It says Drew McIntyre's returning.
Of course, he's got to talk about his promo.
Well, yeah. Sami Zayn versus Ludwig Kaiser. It's a match.
Which that was going to happen anyway because of what happened on.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll be Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso.
Oh, I don't want to watch that. So, a quick side note for everybody who listens on Spotify, watches on Twitch and YouTube. I'm not. Raw is hard for us to watch, at least for me and Alex, because I am an NFL fanatic. So Monday Night Raw lines exactly up with Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
So I have two TVs going. So if I miss things on Raw, it's because I'm watching the football game. And I think next week for NFL, it's a doubleheader on Monday Night Football. So it's going to be hard to really keep up. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there in case I miss anything on Raw. It's because of that, and I might not have time on Tuesday to watch Raw.
Right.
So, and Alex might not because she's got classes. So again, that's why this is called overtime. We try to cram as much sports that we can, and that'd be that. So that's where the name come from.
At least me and Megan can keep up with that for now until hockey starts.
Yeah, but then once hockey starts, then not football's dying down, but like I could still. We're trying to get another TV so we can put up, and it'll be a lot closer because I'll have three TVs going for NFL, but that's different. But when hockey starts up, I can probably watch a little bit more Raw because right now, beginning of the season for NFL, it's gonna be chaos. There's no bye weeks until. That's why it's a doubleheader on Monday. So
their start. Okay, so yeah, hockey starts October 4th.
Okay.
Which that's something we can bring on the podcast as well. We can, hell, I'll watch some hockey. Hockey's fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's the Buffalo Sabres and the New Jersey Devils.
So, yeah, anybody want to add anything before we sign off?
I don't.
I'll be participating in that game you guys play once the hockey starts.
That's all right. We can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not. Hockey would be a hard one for me, but that's all right. I'll learn.
Chris you can vote with your heart like I do for football.
So next, not Bad Blood. What's the next PPV?
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, because I think it's War Games for that.
November.
Yeah, that's right. Megan said it's in November.
Yeah, they have one. I think one a month. I think.
Yeah.
So I think we should try to go live. I just don't know what time that'll be.
For which one? Survivor Series.
Yeah.
What one is that? Or when is that?
November 30th.
Okay.
So it's in Vancouver,
British Columbia.
Vancouver.
So fuck, that'll be probably. I'd say they're gonna start that shit at that'll probably 3 p.m. our time.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're behind us.
Yeah, they're behind us.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So right here, pre-sale Thursday doesn't show. Oh, Peacock 7 p.m. Eastern time. That'd be almost perfect.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah, maybe so Spotify, listen up, YouTube, listen up. Maybe I can go live on Twitch with that. You can't watch it again just for copyright's sake, but you can hear our live reactions and
Megan
we can
just,
watch it.
Megan just told me she works that weekend. I'm like, oof.
Which we can still watch it. I mean,
Yeah. Well, she's just gonna put it on her phone because she'll be almost done work by the time it starts. So
Wait, what are you talking about?
Survivor Series,
What time does that start?
7 p.m.
Oh, I'll be home. I do morning shifts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she does morning shifts on those weekends. Never mind. She'll be here.
I
All
will
right,
be
so maybe-
here for most of it, but I'll have to leave. Hey, I might actually not have to leave until it's over. Now that I'm thinking about it.
yeah. What you think it's gonna be 2 hours long? You think?
I don't know. Usually the pay-per-views are like 2 or 3.
Should be.
Well, if you gotta
3.
leave, yeah. If you gotta leave towards the end,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I won't be
you know?
heartbroken about that. So yeah,
Unless me and Chris
You-
type it up like we did the last.
yeah. Shut
You
up.
can always watch the stream while you're going to work,
Yeah,
or at
I
least
could.
have it on your.
Yeah.
Oh no! And then we could really fuck with her, Ethan.
Yeah. Holy shit! Holy shit! Did you see
I
that?
can hear it now. Ethan going, "Holy shit! Dean Ambrose came back," and then there's me wrecking my car.
There's me wrecking my car.
If Dean Ambrose comes back, Megan will be the first one to tell you.
Yes.
That's her crush.
But all right,
Good choice.
maybe we can try that on November 30th. Stay tuned, Alex. You sure you ain't off that week, or is that the beginning of November? You're off. When did you take off that week?
I took off that like 22nd, 23rd, whatever that was.
Oh,
It
never
was
mind.
it was
Anyway,
the weekend before.
maybe we can try to go live on Twitch with that. Again, can't watch it. You probably can't even have the audio up on it.
Probably not.
Just for copyright reasons, but you can see our live reactions and stuff. Hear our live reactions. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, want to say this one last time. Twitch.tv, Murdoch Gamer. Wednesdays at 6:30, somewhere in there. We're not always on time because that's what we do. It's every time podcast for a reason. This will be uploaded
Always
to
late.
This will be uploaded to Spotify on tomorrow at 6 a.m. and uploaded to YouTube at 6 a.m. on Friday. So I hope you guys enjoyed and peace out. All right, YouTube. Here's my bets, my money lines. If I remember correctly, I'm going to pick who I thought was going to win no matter what. So we have Denver Broncos and Buccaneers. I said Buccaneers are going to win it. We had the Chargers and the Pittsburgh. I said Chargers. It's going to be close. This might be the game that fucks me. Philadelphia and the Saints. I had the Saints winning. Browns and Giants. I obviously had the Browns. This game's going to be tough, I believe. Texans and Vikings. I had the Texans, so we're going to go with the Texans. Packers and Green Bay. Packers and Titans. I did go with the Packers, so let's go with the Packers. Bears and Colts. I did pick the Bears, which it's another tough one, but we're gonna go with it. Raiders and Panthers. I went with the Raiders. I went with Seahawks against the Dolphins. I don't pick that team, which I believe one of these games is actually a Sunday night game. I might have bet on. Not yet. No, not yet. Okay, we're good. Lions and Cardinals. This is a fucking tough bet, but I did go with the Lions. Baltimore at the Cowboys. I don't know, man. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Baltimore on this one. And that is a Sunday night game. Do I normally bet on the Sunday night game or do I not? I don't think. I think it's all the Sunday evening games.
I don't remember exactly what you did.
Well, in my defense, I am trying to bet to make some money, so I'm not gonna actually bet on the Sunday night game because I did pick the Falcons. So we're gonna go ahead and that's our bet for this week. 11 teams. We got Buccaneers over the Broncos, Chargers over Steelers, Saints over Eagles, Browns over Giants, Texans over Vikings, Packers over Titans, Bears over the Colts, Raiders over Panthers, Seahawks over the Dolphins, Lions over the Cardinals, Ravens over the Cowboys for $5. Payout looks like it's 1,400. I don't think I have any promos. So, yep. If I lose, I lose my money. So, here we go. Placing the bet for $5. Total payout 1,400. Let's do it. Let's hope we win. And while I'm on here, I have free money on FanDuel. So, why don't we just go ahead and do FanDuel as well, huh? So a lot of this balance comes literally from free spins. So let's see what we can opt into. This is all get $5, opt in. How do I scroll here? Here we go. No sweat. Same game parlay, 50% profit boost. See, I don't think I can do any of that. I don't know if this is. Do I have to use a profit boost on this game?
I think it's for just that game.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and opt into it just in case I do bet on it tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know
We'll just
when.
claim. Yeah, it's free. Might as well claim it.
If you don't use it, it doesn't hurt. So.
All right, so here we go. Again, $5. That's all I bet. We had. I'm just gonna fly through these. The Browns, Bears, Houston, Saints, Chargers, Tampa Bay. Had Green Bay beating them, Raiders beating them, Seahawks beating them, Lions beating them, Baltimore beating them. I could always take a chance on this one and go ahead and bet on these last couple games, huh? No sweat token expires. I don't know why I can't use any of it. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I don't like the way
Um,
FanDuel does their no sweat tokens. I don't like it.
So this one actually gives me a little bit more payout than. So I don't know. Should we go ahead and just do the Sunday night game?
I mean, is it only it's 2 games, right? You might as well.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit!
I mean, might as well, right? We get money for free on this account, so for doing the free spins, I say let's do it, huh? Let's fucking do it. And then go ahead with the Bengals. They should not lose that, right? There's no way. Oh. But then I want to wait till Monday night? Man, that's tough. That's tough. I'm not doing that. We'll just go ahead and do with that. Don't want to be too greedy, you know what I mean? Don't want to be too greedy. But there we go, $5 for $3,400. Let's go ahead and place that motherfucker. There we go. Definitely not winning that one, but if we do, we do. And what did I have? I had a no sweat bet. I could almost do it again, but all right, there's my bets for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, let's win this money.
Yeah, let's
Almost
get
got
it.
it last week. So let's get it this week. Peace out.